Okay, we've got some assembly required. Make sure I know where my address is so you guys don't know exactly where I live. Whatever. All 5 of you that are watching. A couple of my assembly videos have gotten some views, and I do enjoy doing it. So we're putting together my firstborn, who's behind the camera right now, her desk. We've got a new desk for her because she's starting college, right, firstborn? And actually just started college. And she didn't really have a great place to work. You know, it's one of those where you're on your bed, you've got the little table next to the bed that you can put the keyboard on, but if you want to have your laptop and a notebook, bets off. And so just kind of since she's doing the first couple of years probably here at home, this is like her dorm room now. Well, you can't have a dorm room without a daggone desk, right? She's smiling. She's excited. Comes with actually a fairly hefty instruction manual. And I like how they're going to this, forget trying to spell it out in words, and it's all like pictures and numbers because, well, then you don't have to make 10 versions of it in different languages. And frankly, am I the only one that thinks that when you have somebody in like some foreign country explaining it in English to you, and there's like this lost in translation moment where you have no idea what they're talking about, so why bother? So we've got these like fold up, almost cloth-like panels that I don't know. We'll see where they go. Because then we have, and it's got faux wood. And then we have, this is also faux wood, but it's laminated or whatever to make it look like it's real wood. And I do like this rustic pattern. I'm sure if you got the gray or the black or the white, it'd go together the same, but I like the wood, especially because we've got wood shelves over there. We've got literally ripped off of a oak piece out in the backyard there, and the floor is the fake laminate wood. So right now I'm just taking everything out. And usually at the beginning of these, they have you do what? Oh yeah, she's got another piece of furniture that looks almost just like it. Of course, that's real wood. What was I saying now? Oh, at the beginning, they usually have a section where you're supposed to just take everything out and compare it to your list of things and stuff that's supposed to come with it. And yeah, we're probably not going to do that, but we'll find out if we don't have something when we find out that we don't have something. You know what I mean? But I do like to lay everything out just so I get eyes on it. Ooh, whole bunch of metal parts. Get those out of their bags. These are those cross braces that go on the back for stability. Some more. And then we have the legs. The wide legs. These are the ones for the actual desk portion. And then we also have these thinner ones that are for the bottom of the L, so to speak, I think, that portion. Really loud, sorry. Not sorry. It is what it is. Shorty legs?
For the shelves.
For the shelves, maybe? Yeah. Ah! It's stuck to my hand. That didn't go far. Oh, and then we're down to this rather large piece, which I would assume is the top? Maybe?
Yeah, another large piece.
See, you need a mic on. She's talking. I told her, you want a mic up? She said, no. So then the other one, what, is in here probably still? Mm-hmm. Yep. She said it comes with a power strip. Yep, right in the top on the shorter section. And then we have this. Oh, there's 3 panels in here. These are for the drawers, right? Doesn't this one have drawers and shelves? I think. Therefore, I am. Voltaire. I think. Therefore, I am. I always forget. Another video I did that. This was years ago. Well, a year or 2 ago, and somebody commented. Oh, now she's looking it up. It was a French philosopher, wasn't it? I think. Descartes. All right, our box is empty. And yeah, here's that power strip that drops right into the tabletop. And here is, oh my heavens. They've really stepped up their game. So we've got Allen key, wrench, and screwdriver. What? That's amazing. Now, guys, I am going to do this whole assembly with no power tools. I'm going to pretend I'm like several other folks out there that they order some furniture and they don't have much in the way of tools. So they're actually going to use these ridiculous little things. So I will too. Do I have power tools? Sure. But frankly, they're out in the garage, which is at least 20 steps away, and it's like 100 degrees out. Am I that lazy? Well, yeah. And because for the video. Tools. What else? We have 3 drawer handles. We have Allen key screws. B, bravo. We've got Allen key lag screws. D as in Delta. We've got golf for dowels. Lima. We have some really small Phillips head screws. We have Foxtrot. Some more Phillips head small screws, but not pointy end ones, just like little bolts. We've got Charlie. Some more Allen key bolt screw things. Alpha, which look like feet. Screw in round plastic feet. Echo, which are even smaller Phillips screws. And finally, Mike. And they are nuts. Little nuts. Where to begin? And you know what's convenient? She wants me to assemble it the way it's actually on the picture, which is kind of nice. You need a helper, it says. Nah, I bet we could do it without a helper. We'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll need camera lady here to step out in front of the camera. So again, they go through all the things you're supposed to have. So we did that, we'll say. I'm assuming everything is here. Oh boy. And then they have this like blown apart picture. Can the camera see that, camera lady, or are we too far zoomed out? All right, so it's zoomed in, if you can see that. And I then zoom right back out. And there should be a step 1 right there. Assembly, instruction 1. We need, it says, 5 right there. And we need 6 right there. And we are going to put the feet on them. Feet are the alpha here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're also going to put the feet on these other legs, which are, what are they, 7 and 8? Yep, 7 and 8. So we're going to let it record, and we're going to, I'll show you one, super complicated. You go like this, you stick it in, and you twist it. And I guess you can go all the way till it bottoms, and then you can adjust it later to make it taller or to level out uneven flooring. So yeah, I'm gonna get going on this, and we'll time lapse it once I shut the heck up. She scoffed at me when I dropped it. She goes, "Oh." Okay, and what I really like about this, these companies, I see it more and more, they give you an extra. So I have them all on, they give you an extra because maybe one of them has a defect. Or you do something to it, or you lose it. So you got one extra. Good. All right, all those are on. Step 1 of assembly is complete. Step 2, it says note, pay attention to the direction of the guide rails when installing. Guide rails I. I'm thinking, remember when I unwrapped it? Guide rails I. They're little L, they're for the drawers to slide in. The back of them, it stops. So guide rails. Pay attention to the direction when installing. So the closed off back and the open front is what they mean. Am I putting this on not 7 and 8? So the drawers are going to go on 5 and 6, it looks like. Unless these are for shelves. Then why would the front be open? I don't know. I just does what I'm told. All right, so I'm going to use I with screws F. So let's find screws F. And is there a one way or another, or nope, looks like, yes, there is. Just this one side. Oh, and there's F. Probably best if we face that up. Pick a side that you want to be the front or the back. Probably matters depending on which way you set the piece of furniture up, because it's reversible. Pay attention, it says. So there's, well, it looked like there were holes on the backside. It would help if I was looking at the right one. 6. This one's 6. Looking at 6. Set it down. Like, I need to make the angle and everything, make it look like the picture. There's a hole here. You know, so 2 holes on the side. I think this is right. There's a bunch of them on this side, 2 on the end. The closed off end, it looks like, goes over here. But it's symmetrical on that side. Watch, I'll put it all the way together and it'll be the wrong way. Because it doesn't tell you which way to do it for right face or left face. So I guess I'm just going to guess. All right. So there are threaded holes in there, and that's where your 3 are going to go. Does that make sense, camera lady? So Phillips head, just snug it. Don't like go crazy. Just snug. And sometimes it'll tell you that in the instructions. It'll say, hey, don't tighten it down until the rest of the assembly is done. So now I do need to make sure, this must be where they say pay attention, make sure they're facing each other and that your closed end of these, what was this, eye? Yeah, is on the same side as that one. So we're going to be this away. No. No. This away. Make sure you got to drop the screws at least a few times. It's a requirement, is what I'm saying. Whether you want it to be or not, probably. And then if like they don't quite line up, that's okay. It'll bend a little. Or they're a little like this. You can bend it a little. It won't hurt it. Unless it does. Like the weld breaks or something. That I don't know what to tell you. Find a neighbor that can weld. Or maybe you do. I don't. I have a welder, but I'm terrified to use it. I'm not scared of a whole lot of things, but electrocution's one of them. And I need to be taught by somebody that knows what they're doing. And I have 2 screws left, which is in case I dropped this in like shag carpet and would never find them again. Fortunately, we're on a hard floor. Okay. Assembly number 2 done. Number 3, what we're using those shorties for is to connect the legs. Okay. So for 5 and 6, which is these, we're going to stand them up. Do we have to stand them up yet? That's probably why you need an assistant. If we can avoid standing them up yet, I think we could probably avoid that. So we're going to make sure they're oriented to point towards each other. Good. And 13, which are these, they're symmetrical. And we're going to go from this little hole right underneath the bottom tray, chute, slide, thing, majig, guide rails. That's the word, guide rail. It's going to go like that. So we're actually going to want, probably, correct me if I'm wrong here, to flip it over like this. And now what do I use to secure it? C. Were these C? Yes, they were. There you go. That's unnecessarily silly. I apologize. All right, so we'll get a few of those out. And I guess you could try to hide the number 13 tag, like point it up against the guide rail. she needs a mic. She says, or you could just peel it off. Well, I mean, not all of us have that many brain cells, okay?
Obviously, you know.
Hey, whoa, cease fire. I'm the one helping you here. Ugh. And I saved time by not peeling that off. So, all right, we're using our high-speed Allen key here. And it does look like it's not perfectly centered. Like there's an overlap on this side and inset on that side. So I don't like that. I'm going to twist it around. Nope. It doesn't make a lick of difference. It's just the hole's not centered. So, you know, if you were expecting it to be perfectly centered, I'm sorry. It's just not going to be. At least mine's not. Maybe yours will be. Also, this foot's going to be awkward because this is like down and out and won't push in. Huh. Is that one the same? Kind of. Maybe with weight on it, it'll push in. But right now, there's a gap on this side. Do you see that? Where it's cattywampus. So a little quality control issue there. I might be able to yank it out and put it back in. I'm not going to. I'm not going to care. Enough, at least, I don't think. Grab the other one. This one's not labeled number 13, so I don't have to worry about it. And we're going to snug these down pretty good, I think. I don't plan on having to move those. So snug them down pretty. Don't go crazy. You don't want to strip anything. So we got that one. So let's flip that this way, and we can take the other one, point it at it, and do like this a number. But if we do that, the weight's going to pull on it, and we don't want that. So we're going to go like this a number, maybe. All right, snug those down. And we have a teetering thing. Now, avoid the temptation to adjust them now, because when you put it in the actual location, you might have to adjust it again. So just wait till then, all right? Are we done with step 2? Yes. Are we done with step 3? Yes. We are now step 4. We have number 4. That's number 3. That's also number 3. That's number 2. Number 4. This little guy. And we're going to put it not on the shelf or the guide. It goes this top, these holes here. I think, yeah, pre-drilled. We're going to put it right there. And are those dowels? Let's see. No. D holding it. D is are the lag screws. All right, I didn't have to use my mouth on that one. All right, cool. Lag screws. And I'm assuming this is the back, so I'm going to put my sticker that she'd just peel off. I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to put it toward what I assume to be the back. So it'll be up against, give me it back. It'll be against the wall. Yes. Wait, didn't I say lag screws? Is this a lag screw? No, lag screw. Some people's kids. Wait, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. It's not your fault. And this is going in quite nicely. What are you taking pictures of the assembly process? Oh, checking a text? a snap gram. Or an Insta chat. Who you texting? She's smiling. Snug. Don't over tighten, especially on this particle board fake wood stuff. Definitely just snug. If you think it's not quite snug enough, I don't know. It probably is. Like once it seats just barely past that at the most. Like right now, this is pulling the fake wood tight. As soon as I see it kind of touch and it starts to get a little tighter, I'm done. Okay. Well, hey, that's already starting to look like it is something. That's nice. Next, step 5. We're moving on to the other legs. So we have 7 and 8. That over there. And 7 and 8. Here is where it says this way or this way. It actually literally says this or that, because it's the one that's going to be on one side or the other. So, well, which is which? Wait, is that?
Those are the drawers.
Those are the drawers. Are the That's the spot that sticks out, isn't it?
The big piece just goes on top. This is like flat.
This one? Right, but it's not just on that. Well, Let me look back at the picture. Drawers, that is the end of that. Yeah. So it's going to come like out this way. And let me get it turned the right way. So now this is against that back wall. Okay. That's where it's going to go. So this is the back of it. It'll be against that back wall. And then that tabletop will go across it. And then these will come out that way into the room. Excuse me. Whew. So, okay. How to get my bearing here? It says this way or that. I'm going to use 2 of these. Just 2 of these, I think. Are they all identical? No. Here's where the very top piece. That's your top piece for your power to go through. So I'm going to use 3 and 3. 3. Is that? It's the only one left. It's got to be the other 3. Yeah. 3 and 3 are going to be the bottom 2 on here. So I'm trying to see a difference right now where it says you can do it this way or you can do it this way. Well, what's the difference? I have 4 holes on each side and they go all the way through. Okay. 4 holes on each side to go all the way through. This one. Yes. This one has threaded right here and right here, and then just one this way. So you got to decide which one, depending on which side you're attached to, right? No, this one has one insert here. Just one, though. Oh, one on the top and the bottom. So that's going to go this way because, okay, there we go. This one will be at the front because it just has the two threaded holes here for the cross supports. So this is going to be up front. This one will be toward the back. And it also needs cross support, but it needs ×2. It's going to share with this one, and it needs to go to the other one over here, to these two. Got it. So this is the way those will be. Okay. What step was I on? Should have marked my page. Okay. So step 4 again, now that I have these figured out, we're going to take piece number 4. But 4 is this big one. 4 doesn't go on the one more page, I think. Yes, no, maybe. What am I looking at here? Yeah. All right. Blind leading the blind. So 7 and 8. I need my long pieces, 11 and 12. That's 10. Here's 12. 9, 11. So I need 11 and 12 are going to connect across the top. And they're going to be secured with C, which are my bolts. So does it matter which one's 11 and 12? There's a short and a long, it says. Short and a long. From where this hole is, there's a shorter side and a longer side. The shorter side is supposed to be towards number 8. This is 7, so it's going to go towards number 8 from number 7. Number 11, right there. And some of these things may or may not matter that much, but because it's reversible, I'm being more careful. Because everything is not symmetrical. Or not everything is symmetrical. There we go. So I got that one. That looks like I followed that direction. And then we're going to do the same thing on this one. But this one's got doesn't this one look different? Huh. This has a single hole here in the middle. This one does not. There's obviously for something else. Okay. It's all fine. So just follow the picture. These two holes, we'll point them up. They actually do look symmetrical, so it doesn't matter as much. Come on now. riveting programming for y'all. Okay, got this one. And then we're just going to go across to that one. Like so. And of course, I've got it in my left hand. I'm right-handed. That's fine. You know, I hurt my arm one time, my right shoulder, my throwing shoulder, and I couldn't throw with that arm. And it was football season, thankfully. It wasn't baseball season. I wasn't the quarterback, so not the worst thing. But, you know, you still play catch. And so I started throwing with my left arm. Got halfway decent at it. Not good, but, you know, not horrible. That's kind of neat. I can still kind of sort of throw left-handed because of that. Adapt and overcome, right? All right. Did I snug those? I think I snugged them. Go ahead and snug them. Not over tighten, snug. Okay? And remember which way things are. Now you can kind of see it, right? Can they see it? Is it back far enough they can see over here? Or I can pull it back toward me a little. Is that better? Okay. Okay. And now we're going to put in the threes, which are your shelves. And I don't think there's anything complicated or fancy about that. I don't think, as far as the reversibility goes. I'm just going to put my sticker towards the wall. So I'm going to put this one here. Now here it's got little arrows saying this or that too. This top shelf you can have here, or you can have here, and then the bottom shelf has to go down here. So I'm going to put that one in first. And while I'm putting this bottom one in, camera lady, while I'm putting this bottom shelf in, stop texting your boyfriend for a moment.
I'm just looking at a picture for that.
Do they have two different pictures showing it at different heights? You're going to be thinking about whether you want it lower or higher. So do you want more room down here and less room up here? Or do you want less room down here and more room up here? Okay? So you think about that while I continue assembly. And then these are back to the lag screws D. Slightly pointier.
I have that sister.
Yeah, my sister is usually oblivious to even fairly major changes.
I mean, we repainted part of the house. We rearranged the entire living room.
That's true, we did. I think she was like sitting down watching TV and like, is something different? TV's on a completely different wall. Couch is reoriented. Yeah, she's funny. All right, so again, avoid the temptation to fix that until you've got it in place. All right, so make sure we're still oriented the correct way. And like that. What's next? Oh, yeah, figure out. You said you wanted it in the middle more or up higher? Middle? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the same.
If you ever need to change it, it probably wouldn't be that difficult to do. So same thing for this one. Just pick which location you want for it. And if we can sandwich this in here, it might hold it for me. Maybe. Nope. Again, it recommended an assistant to help you. And I'm just being stubborn. Go to the opposite side, maybe. Kitty corner. I think that's the technical term, kitty corner. Going from one corner to the opposite corner, right?
No, that kitty corner was the corner of the room you go around it. Right?
I don't know. I always thought, or is it catty corner? Kitty corner is where the cat lays. I'm just got the dropsies, folks. Sometimes you get the dropsies. Or, you know, you're re-gripping and it just doesn't want to stay in there for you.
Kitty corner diagonally opposite someone or something.
Oh, so I was right. Imagine that. She looked it up. Kitty corner diagonally opposite. Yep. I tell you, there's just so many.
They're all the same.
Caddy or kitty corner? Yeah. Okay. Good. But there's so many expressions that, you know, it takes a while for young people to absorb them all. And if they never spend a lot of time with people from the other generations or watching things, they don't get it. I was watching a John Wayne World War II movie from like the late 40s, early 50s. And it was so funny because, you know, these kids don't know that some of their expressions that are new that they came up with, they didn't come up with it. So John Wayne asked one of the other, I think it was sailors, I think it was a Navy movie. He asked, what's the beef? Like, what's the problem between these two other people? And you know, the expression's been around a long time. I'm sure it wasn't new during World War II. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Fire.
Yeah. All right, so we've got that together and oriented right. Definitely need to adjust the feet probably once we get it over there. I'll let you do that. You just turn them to back them out. Next step, we are done with 6. Moving on to step 7. We are now going to connect the two together. So we're also going to be using the C, so the short bolts we were just not just using, the ones that we connect these guys with. So we're going to grab, should be 8 and 9, or excuse me, 9 and 10. 9 and 10, yes. And one of them has this little guy. Number 10 has this little guy, and it is going to go right here. So, open this up, check the camera for me, make sure we're in the right spot. I think I need that corner. Man, it's loud. I told you we'd probably put it together backwards. So this piece, does that go there? Yeah, that goes there.
Just redo
All three of these. Yeah, I'm just making sure this would go here. Now, what is this for? A little tab thing, though. Because it's lower, and there's nothing for it to go to. Clearly, it goes there. Oh, I'm looking at this backwards again. Because the picture flipped it around, I think. It's this way. Right here is a thread end, and right there. But it looks like I'm still going to have to flip these around. Maybe. Yeah, because I don't have holes there. Well, daggone. So let's go ahead.
Careful.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't like an explanation then on which way these should go. It just said be careful. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and put this together anyway, and then I'll go back over here and switch, basically just switch these around. All right. So this is going to be C on one end and B on this side into there. So let's find B before I start. There's B. Where do I want to dump B out at? Only need one right away. So we're going to do a little shorty B in right here. You're not in a great place to see that. Sorry. And then C to hold this together over here. Are you watching it through the camera to make sure it's looking good?
That's center.
Okay. And then 9, C and C. Go right. You think you follow the directions. This one needs to be over here. You think you follow the directions, and because it's reversible, and
How would the tab piece go then? Is there no holes on that?
tab piece, what do you mean?
The tab piece, there was the how that long one had the tab.
This one? Excellent question. No, the tab piece is on this, not this. So I just need to flip these two now. Just, right? Just need to.
5 pieces.
1, 2, 3, I need to flip. And then these two I need to flip.
No. 3, 6, 8.
Yeah, 3 levels. Okay. I'm trying to be optimistic here. So we're undoing what we did. I hate with a passion. Anybody else with me here? I do not like having to undo what I had already done. But it is what it is. Like, little girl, sorry, it's going to be assembled the other way. But no, that's fine. So we're adding what, a few minutes maybe to the assembly time, but you'll have it the way you want it. Is it really? Well, we'll speed up a little bit here and there, but a lot of it's going to be left in. Sometimes it's helpful to see other people's mistakes so you don't duplicate it. Yeah, it makes it more of an honest video too. I'm a person of relatively average, I hope, intelligence. So how long does it take to put this thing together correctly? All right, so that's fixed. So now I can put this across, and I think they go up and down because you secure it to the top that way. Nope, not going to check it. That should be the way it goes. And yes, a quick double check. The holes on all these are supposed to be pointing up. And that should be to secure the tops. You will want to back it out and retighten to make sure that these are pretty flat across. This one's a little high. I might have to adjust that. Okay. I guess we're to the point where we're going to fix those shelves now. So I'm going to go ahead and tip it this away. And we're back to our Phillips head screwdriver, wherever I put that. Here we go. So these stops need to be on that side. So I'm going to flip these around and we'll trim this part right out. All right, we are switching around this last one. Oh, don't cross thread it. Get it in there straight. It's kind of hard because of these ones were easier with the crossbar here. Just slightly harder to make sure you don't cross thread it. All right, now they're all back in the right way. And it looks like somehow I managed to put the sticky on the other side. Oh, is that because we reversed it? I don't know. At this point,
well, originally we thought that was that.
Yeah, oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, but this is the back because it has where you mount the cross beams. So okay. All right. So we're caught back up. Finished step 7, putting these on, and then we had to undo some of the other things. So now we're at the side top, which is number 2. And I've got so much lack of confidence now with these destructions that a lot of screw holes on the side. Reversible. So you have 3 dowel holes, 3 on each side, and that's so if you had it over here, you'd have the dowel holes to go with the other top there, or on the other side. The only bad thing is this is the end, and you're going to have holes on the end. I guess we could put some other dowels and then shave them off, but we'll probably just leave it empty. Or you could choose some brown gum and stick some put some wood putty in there or something, you know. I don't know. Is there brown gum?
I mean, you could.
I'm sure somebody sells some brown gum.
You could take some like
food coloring.
Yeah, some experiment gum. Some brown food color.
Sure.
Red and yellow and blue, and then
yeah, and it says we use C, letter C again to go up through, and in the bottom of this you've got pressed in threaded to use. So away we go. Not even the right thing. Hopefully you guys can understand, after a day of work doing some projects, sometimes you're not always as sharp as you ought to be. But I'm just finding each of these. Slide it around until I find it. Found it. I'll wait to tighten it till I get all of them in position. Looking good though, isn't it? Like, I think it's going to be pretty sharp. And you're not a little kid anymore, so you shouldn't be too tough on it, right? So it should last for a good long while. And since I paid for it, I'm keeping it. When you leave, you can't take it with you. It's mine. Because once you girls are all out of here and I have an extra room, this will go in my new office. So I'm anticipating, like 5 years from now, I'm going to have an office. Yeah, I guess.
Once you start getting sponsorship.
Yeah, once I'm a huge YouTube channel, that'd be. I don't know.
You can start a gaming channel.
Oh no, I don't game. You could
Sure
do
you
that.
do.
You could do your croquet channel that you said you're going to start, right? Totally. Yes, I think she should start a croquet channel.
You're gonna think I play croquet.
Yeah, I joke with her. She doesn't play croquet. She crochets. But sometimes I'll call it croquet, or I'll call it croquet, or what else have I called it?
I don't know, there was that one video that we saw, like, was it crochet?
Crotchet, yeah. Yeah, the little girl I was talking about, like, yeah, dude, I'm going to do crotcheting. And it's like, oh my, what? Crotcheting. Okay. Where are you, little hole? There you are. Oh. And I think that's... No, I got two more on that end, too. Very nice.
Is that one pops?
No. They're just not all perfectly positioned or like that one in all the way. So... Done there. And I'm snugging these up, probably more than I ought to. But I think it looks like it's pretty well lined up with a few in. So I'm going to continue just the way I'm going about it.
He's gonna let him on the shelves.
Your cat? Yeah. Okay, that's on. Next step, I'm assuming, is to put dowels in to put the next one on. Let's see if I'm correct. I sure am, by golly. All right. And once again, you're only going to use 3 of these little dowels, but they give you 4, which I just can't say enough good things about. I know they've done that for a long time, but I feel like sometimes you don't get an extra piece, or maybe you just lose more than one, and you're like, they didn't give me an extra one. No, you just lost them both. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh, look at this. They have, I just ran into a page that says possible problems during installation. There's a gap between the two boards. If that happens, the hole in the bar, the ones I just put in, are not aligned quite right. Possible solution, back it out, readjust, put it back. That's why you might not want to tighten them down all the way. So we'll see if that bites me in the butt. And now it says, all right, now that we told you what might be about to, good grief, English, what might happen, it says, all right, let's go at it. I think these are just protectors. You can put them back on if you want later. Well, on the edge, well, yeah, even that edge will be too close to the edge. All right. So find. Oh, thank you. Find where the dowels are, just on this side, and then what side is down. Line it up. I said line it up. And then just press it in. And now we'll see if these holes line up, because right now I'm feeling pretty good about it. The seam is nice and tight between the two. Mucho goodo. Oh man, that's nice. All right. What's left? Can that see well enough for right now? It's fine. Just leave it there, I guess. You could stand it back up and put it over there, whatever. We are all the way to number 11, which are the crisscross on the back to reinforce, to keep it from wobbling. We've got these guys. Are they all made the same? Across the back, from here to there and there to there, we need B and B, and those are also B. No, that's the hardware. We need 14. This is 15. Here's 14. And then I assume they're the same by size. They all look the same. Am I missing something here? I think they all look the same. I think we might be okay to use them interchangeably. We'll find out if we're wrong. So B were these slightly shorter ones. So we'll get a few more of those out. Refind my tool, my Allen key here. And now we're going to be there. Right? Perfect. That's nice. And then we cross it with this one and hope that we grab the right one, right? I guess you could pull it that way. I don't know that it's going to matter. Let's just try one. Just snugging them, and then you've got a little gap here, but bloop, pulls together. Perfect. What holds those together? Oh, I know. It's those mic nuts here. I would assume. So let's try that. And we'll have it face into the desk, I guess. I don't know. Shouldn't matter. Ta-da! And if we need our wrench for that nut, here's our little wrench. Is that even the right size? No. The other side. Yes. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and tighten that down now. And tighten these four down. I like the look of that. The style. It's kind of nice. It's warm, but it's industrial. Could we call it warm industrial? Can we? She says she guesses we can call it warm industrial. All right, that support's on. And we're going to do the same thing now, the same exact thing. Yeah, Leo showed up. Hey, Leo, you checking it out? Looking for mice?
I haven't seen that corner.
Well, that's true. That corner's been pretty well clogged up. But he got a mouse, a couple weeks ago.
And then lost it.
Well, that's true. But then he caught another mouse like a week. I forget when that was. And and Mama took it away from him. I felt so bad for him. Like, you got to give him a reward still. So she gave him a treat. So hopefully he'll associate, if I catch a mouse, at least I still get a treat, even if it's not the mouse. Because she didn't want to let it get out away again. Oh, come on. Is he watching? No, he's looking over there. Are you watching me, Leo? Are you making sure I do it right? I'm struggling right now. This is putting just enough pressure that there we go. It didn't want to go in. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. That is a giant cat. My goodness.
He's like twice his size.
Yeah, he's a big boy. You stay right there. I'm going to need you in a minute. All right, so this one. And if you have to struggle too much with these, then something else is twisted or not quite right. Grab that one. Grab the nut. I have a spare nut at the end of it. Perfect. What do I want sticking towards your bed? The rounded off nut or the even flatter, probably the even flatter part there. Back to my wrench. Done with the wrench. Throw it in the scrap bucket, right? I got a bunch of those. Yeah.
I remember one.
Well, they need to end up in a scrap bucket, and when we go to the scrap yard next. I already tightened these, didn't I? It's okay, double check. Oh, I did the bottoms, but not the tops. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. How we got to be getting close. There ain't a whole lot left. Yeah. It's looking like a desk though, is it not? It is. All right. So these are your drawers. Pop those open. And they just unfold. And then you throw the bottom in. Yeah. Simple enough. Not crazy durable, young lady. So you can't like be putting dumbbells in here, all right? Your boyfriend comes over and he can't keep his weights here. Her boyfriend's into like, is that even, did it fall? Okay. It's crooked though. Yeah. So anyway, he's into the whole weightlifting thing, I guess. That's good. Could be into worse things, right? 1, 2. Man, this is like super fast. Putting these drawers together. Not exactly the most complicated thing in the world. So back to my destructions. Done. Drawers. That's funny. They show you how to open the drawers. I figured it out on my own. Woo! L. That's E. The L screws. Here we go. The L bag for putting the handles on. And they're really small, so I'm going to try to be careful not to lose them. Phillips. And we just, looks like it's flip reversible, whatever. Plastic. They're plastic handles, if you're wondering. They're not wood. In either case, you're not going to want to over screw these or over tighten these, because plastic will strip out too. Right? Right. Put through. And there we are. Times 1. So we're going to do that twice more, and we'll speed through that. All right. 1, 2, and 3 drawers. Done. Let's see how they look. They actually have the sensation that they click in because of the way the fabric is. That's kind of nice. You'll have to take that for later. Yeah, you did say that. We need our power. We need power. Is that the last thing? Are we now at the last thing? Putting power. I think so. I think this might be it, folks. Beep, beep, beep. All right. So, and you do have like the perfectly placed power outlet. Right, but this one, yeah, if it's close enough. Either one, you got 2. All right, and we're just gonna bloop, Drop that right there. And look, your USB and C type are closest to your bed, so you could charge your phone right there. Very nice. It looks to me, yes, are these the E screws? What's it supposed to be? What is it supposed to be? E, yes, the E screws. Okay. So those are extras maybe for something. We did have a couple extras, which is great. There's only 2 here, and they give us 3. It's perfect. I'm telling you, they take care of you. I'm impressed. All right, so we're going to go ahead and secure this. Now, did you want it the other way, or? Okay. I figured you'd probably want that closest to the bed for your cell phone. What am I doing wrong here? Is it just not pilot holds like super well? There, it's biting. It's biting now. I'm not going to go all the way. There, I have this side going. And it looks like they barely just pilot holds so that you know where to go, and then they didn't go the rest of the way in because it is particle type chipboard or whatever. So it grips these screws just fine. Don't over tighten it or you'll crack the plastic or you'll strip that chipboard particle board stuff. So that's in. What else is there for a guy to do, or whoever you are assembling? Nothing. Look, it just started over, probably with the opposite. That's why it was confusing me. I was probably using the wrong one and then had to figure it out as I went. So they do have both. In fact, they probably have a picture showing. Do they have a picture? Oh, there's parts list. Do they have a picture saying, hey, this is how you assemble it this way? Instruction 1, to go this way. Yeah, I definitely used the wrong one. Oh, it's done.
We figured it out.
We figured it out. It took us probably an extra 20 minutes because I did it wrong at a couple spots, which is not surprising. Let's kick this junk out of the way. And you're probably going to slide it over, I think. But we just want to get it in the corner here. And yeah, get a sense for how. Now we went with the 47 long one, just so it would be like she could put it there, she could put it there, move it around a little bit more. If we got the longer one or the really longer one, it wouldn't fit over here at all. So, for example, look how nice. Oh, you got a power thing sitting there, but I mean, it would go all the way in. Look how nice that looks there, even. You know, and you got your little decorative mirror thing. So that looks nice there. But here you don't really have I mean, you got that window you can look out. And then here, of course, you have that window you can look out, but you're at an angle again. That's why I personally think you'll want it. You have to get that out of the way, but it'd be way over here, and then you can look more directly out the window. But I guess it's all on how much distraction you want, you know? So I'm going to just go away now, and you can clean up, and I don't need any of that hardware. That's what I'm saying. I don't need it, so you can keep it. Ooh, no, here's good practice, okay? Take all the hardware, throw it in one of the bags that's maybe resealable or something, and throw it in the bottom drawer and leave it there. That way it stays with it, and heck, even keep the tools and stuff with it. So if anything loosens up, you can, it's right there. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, I like that. Well, that's one more thing assembled, and I hope this helps somebody at some point. Maybe you're considering buying it, or you already bought it, and you don't want to figure it out on your own. That's it. Have a good one. See you later.